Good evening, one and all. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. My name is Mac, and I'm here in Hamilton, Ontario, in the West Mountain. And time is approaching 7 p.m. It's Monday, November 24th, and that means we're getting ready to monitor the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the VE3 ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. Our host tonight is our very beloved Chuck, a VA3CJZ from the lower city. Anyways, we'll just stand by for 7 p.m. to roll around on the big clock, and Chuck will pick it up. Please stand by.
Good evening and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, here in Hamilton, Ontario. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in the lower east side of Hamilton. And this is the Monday night accidental net, backed by popular demand. Of course, I'll give you the backstory on that in a moment. The Lake Ontario Radio Club is who we do the net for, and the call sign for the Lake Ontario Radio Club is VE3 Lima Oscar Whiskey. And so, getting back to the backstory, we used to, during COVID, we had the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on 7 days a week, and as it winded down at the beginning of 2024, I guess, we started to think about doing less of them. And so we were no longer doing 7 days a week. Let me drop. We chopped down the schedule, and then one Monday night, I'm sitting here, 7 o'clock rolls around, and it was no big deal to fill in for someone who couldn't make it for the net. So 7 o'clock, nobody comes on. And so I figured, I'll jump on here and start the net, and only to find out afterwards that there is no net on Monday night. And so some of us call it the oopsie net. And so I've carried it on since then. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun tonight for sure, because we have all kinds of nets going on right now. This net, and we have the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club 2 meter 70 centimeter net with Marty on the VE3 NCF repeater. And then at 8 p.m. we have Rick of VE3BK hosting the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF net on 7100. Also, VE3RWJ Chris is having a net at 8 o'clock. It's the Sounds Good net on the VE3RSB repeater, and anything to do with sound or music, they talk about it. All right. I think I heard a call in there. Whoever that was there, try it again a little bit louder. Oh, very good. Good evening, Arpad. That is the owner of the call sign, VE3LOW, has graced us with his presence. He's been out of town for a while. Welcome back to the Hammer there, Arpad. Hope everything is well.
Yeah, how are you doing, Chuck? And just here at QE and saying hello to him. So he's been for a long time, and came up to Hamilton. I was in Dublin for a couple of days, and back here for a few days. Then going down to North Carolina, then maybe it depends on the weather, all the way down to Florida.
Oh, you got the right idea there, Arpad. I know I'd rather be down in Florida right now. That's the warmest part of North America. Most of the time, they do get cold snaps there. But anyways, nice to hear you again, Arpad. Hey, listen, what call sign am I going to put you in the log with? What do you want to give me, Arpad?
VA3 Northwest would be good for me. Northwest. Victor Echo 3, Northwest.
Okay, Arpad. Well, thank you so much for checking in, and you, Huey, as well. You're both in my log. And I was wondering, does anybody else want to say hi to Arpad? Please come now.
Everybody wants to say hi to Arpad. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Good evening, sir. We've missed you greatly. Trust you've had an enjoyable trip all over North America. Good to have you back in town for a little while.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
How long are you here for, Arpad?
I have to do some paperwork, maybe a couple of days.
Okay. Very good, very good. Well, you know that Mac and myself stream the net on YouTube, so anytime you want to listen to some of our nets there, just type in our call signs on YouTube, and you can find us there. Anyways, I won't hold you up, Arpad. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else for us? Okay, well, thank you again for checking in, guys. Much appreciated. So let's start off by asking if there are any one-and-done, quick in-and-out stations, portable, mobile, or priority traffic. Please come now. VA3SMN. VA3SMN. Matt, nice to hear you on the radio for a change. Come on in.
Thank you, Chuck. It's nice to be here. Finally have a little bit of time and kind of a little more able to talk without getting all choked up and coughing, and finally getting over that. So feeling much better in that sense. But I didn't really have much for the net. I'll be hitting the road shortly, so I wanted to give you a check-in and a quick hello to everyone, and hello to Arpad, the famous one and only Arpad, who has no idea who I am, but I remember him from the days of the COVID lockdown net. That's one of the first nets that I ever heard way back when. And listened to many of them and enjoyed it. So I'll turn it back over to you, Chuck, and have a great evening. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely. Arpad, I think, is the world record holder for doing 7 nets in a row for a few years, I think, nonstop. So outstanding job by Arpad there. The father of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. So anyways, Matt, sorry to hear you weren't feeling well. I also have been going through some things, and yeah, yesterday I woke up with my sinuses so full, it felt like somebody put a tube in my head and started blowing it up. But that's down for now. Anyways, thanks again, Matt. Anything else?
No, that's all for me. You have a great evening, Chuck, and we will hopefully catch you on the next one. VA3SMN, all be clear for now.
Okay, Matt. Well, unless anybody puts their hand up to do the net tomorrow night, most likely I will be the one doing that. And then, of course, on Wednesday, that's the A-Rig net, and I will be net controller for that net. VA3WBG, and come on in, Jesus, Chris.
Yeah, VA3WBG is going to keep it quick here, I guess. Yeah, good evening, ARPAD. Nice to hear you in again. I guess HF today. I turned on the radio, warmed it up, checked the conditions. Red, red, yellow, 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 red, red. So I just proceeded to shut down the radio, and that was that. Here I am dropping in a check-in, and yeah, one for the count, and I guess that's all I got today. VA3WBG.
Oh, yes, Chris. Well, thank you for telling me that, because I didn't even bother looking at the radio conditions, except for maybe on the QRZ page there, like you said. Red, yellow, yellow, red, red. But listen, I checked the bands before the net started, maybe an hour before, and 20 meters wasn't doing too badly. I managed to get a new country on that check-in. That was with Grenada, which is a small island at off the northern tip of South America. And that is a new entity for me, Grenada. And then after, I got the Canary Islands. And since Grenada is only about 150 kilometers from Trinidad and Tobago, I also got them on 20 meters, and then to end it off, I got Brazil. So kind of makes up for not really doing much for the last little while there, Chris. Over to you.
Oh, it was some nice. That's more than I heard, or more than I would have heard. Yeah, no, I really don't get much today, so I'll just be listening along and keeping that going. VA3WBG.
Alrighty then, thanks, Chris. Let's swing back over to VA3IMW. Mac, come on in there. I got a little bit excited, so come on in.
Well, a little excitement's good for you. Anyways, not a whole lot going on for me so far. I haven't had time to turn the big radio on. I was a little bit delayed in getting home. I had to run a couple of errands, and also I was somewhat interrupted by a rather nasty crash on Highway 6. Just before the highway splits and gets onto the on-ramp for the 403. It looked like a fresh accident. We were at a standstill for probably 15 minutes. And then a fire truck arrived on the right-hand side of the highway. And I guess they managed to move some of the vehicles that were blocking the far left lane. And we were able to inch past them and get on our way. But the unfortunate thing was that I would say not less than 8 vehicles were involved. And I would say there had to be some kind of injuries. The worst vehicle in the whole pileup was on its roof, and that's never a good thing. You can always hope that the airbags did their job, and we trust everybody will recover from whatever injuries they sustained. Anyways, they used to call Highway 6 the killer highway, and I think it still is. It's too good a road to be slow, and when you have a bunch of cars that are juggling for positions right at the last minute before you either go east or west, and then the people coming in from York Street on-ramp, it's a recipe for disaster, and obviously that recipe came true today. Anyways, I'm counting myself fairly lucky as far as the number of trips I do up and down that nasty piece of road every year. So touch wood, we'll keep that streak alive. Anyways, Chuck, certainly appreciate you doing this one. And again, it was nice to hear Arpad checking in. Nice to see him back in town, at least for a few days. If anything else strikes my little gray matter, I'll let you know, and I'll turn it back to you, and you can see who else is out there.
Yeah, very good, Mac. First of all, I know Highway 6 North has always been an issue with collisions, and it doesn't matter what the weather is. It could be bright, sunny, 80 degrees out, and something happens. So maybe it's that highway number 6 that's got a curse on it there. Certainly in portions of that road, it's unfortunately, probably due to poor designing, and they've tried to adapt there for quite some time. Anyways, because originally, Mac, the city wasn't probably had no idea that we would surpass 500,000 in population, and then of course the city planners didn't allow for such a big growth. So then they have to cram in what what they want, and sometimes it's poor designing. Anyhow, let's see, Mac. Did I have something for you? No. If I do, I'll call on you, buddy. All right, thanks for your check-in, sir, and we'll carry on now. Anyone else wishing to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club Monday Night Net, please come now. VA3KDT. VE3KDT. Is that a DX contact there from London, I'm hearing?
No, negative. I'm not feeling the greatest. My kids got me sick, so I'm just talking on a portable here. I'm out by the back window, so I hope it's at least carrying to the repeater. And making sure I'm heating the microphone while I'm talking. But just thought I'd give a quick little shout out and say hi type thing. I kind of been in bed taking her easy all day, so I don't really have anything newsworthy. Did hear you talking about an accident on Upper James there. Kind of reminds me of a friend of mine was involved in that one. Or friend of a friend. It was his fiance was involved in that one with the big lift crane, tribal crane or whatever the thing was.
Yeah. I forget. Somebody, I think it was an insurance company commercial on TV that mentioned how many seconds it takes before an accident happens in North America, and it's like crazy. Like I think it was for something else, but I bet you it's like every 2 seconds somebody gets into an accident. It's crazy.
Yeah, I used to work down at the police station doing the accident report, and keep an eye on the vehicle fatality board. Now is the time of year where it doubles or triples before the end of the year. They release it in January. All the bad weather in the winter.
Yeah, and people in vehicles, all vehicles, it could be a bicycle or a car, a truck, a Hummer. Everyone, has to be more diligent. I mean, people take for granted that they have the right of way, and next thing you know, someone's laying on the ground, not breathing. So, I always try and be, I used to drive the big trucks in the carnival, and after seeing fatalities on the road firsthand, I became more safe, more of a safe driver than I did ever driving a car. So seeing reality staring at you right in the face there, you think twice, So anyways, sorry you're not feeling well. No, your first day of not feeling well?
Yeah, I was had a little bit of a cough yesterday there, and wasn't that bad. But when I got home, I felt like a sack of something, and ended up having a shower and everything else. When I woke up in the morning to do my business, I was freezing and shivering. So not quite feverish, but pretty close to it. And I don't know, I'm already kind of feeling a little better, so I'm hoping tomorrow will be fine.
Yeah, hoping you bounce back real soon there, Noel. And I like how you deflected the blame over to the kids. I don't have kids anymore living here, so I have to blame everything on my wife. And, whoa, what a woman, man. She can take it. Yep, kids are the biggest germ carriers for sure. Thanks for your check-in, Noel, and saw you checking in on the YouTube stream there, and so did Larry. Said he'd join us soon, and thank you for that. Anything else, Noel?
No, that was about it. Actually, kind of cool about the YouTube thing. I pulled it up on the police station there, and normally I didn't see the chat. I didn't see the button for it, so I can click on it and said it's connected to chat, and I sent the like. But actually, my comment about being in London, I think, is that the one you're talking about?
Well, I was just trying to make a joke because I saw your post on the YouTube stream that you were on the 401, so that's why I made that little joke there.
Yeah, no, I actually forgot about that. Last night when I sent into the net that I was on the road, that was the second channel that I had found from Mac. So I didn't realize that I had actually sent that one for the Monday, and then I found the Sunday one that everyone was actually on.
Oh, jeez. Now that all makes sense now, Noel. So I was going to say, my goodness, from the 401 to the house, man, you're quick. That explains it.
Yeah, no, okay, no problem. Yeah, because I didn't type anything, just that I threw a like or whatever in there, but okay. That makes more sense. All right, other than that, I didn't really have any traffic, so I guess I'll sit along and listen for the duration.
All right, Noel, so we'll clear with VE3 Kilo Delta Tango. And let's start a new list. Who else is out there would like to check in on the Monday night accidental net? This is VA3 CJZ.
VA3IMW, good deal.
Okay, I heard a double there, but I heard MHV and India. Is that LBI, Larry?
Yeah, my 401, or 3.5 or whatever. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, VE3 LBI.
All right, well, I hope you got padding on because Mark stepped all over you. Let's bring in VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
Good evening, Chuck, and everyone on net. Yeah, sorry I clobbered Larry with my 12.5 watts there. Not much going on here to report there, my friend. Day off today because I was in all weekend. I did turn on the radio and ditto Chris's remarks. I couldn't hear very many. I did grab one parked down in the U.S. And I was working on a couple other guys, but they were having pile-up city, so I turned tail and headed on down the trail. And that was that for radio today, but I did grab one. Not much else other than that, Chuck. I'm tending to a hot stove here. Got some of that thick cut bacon going on the stove and some other stuff. So I will turn it back to you, let you pick up Larry and anyone else who's waiting. VA3MHV.
All right, thank you, Mark, for taking the time out and checking in with me. And I'll let you get back to the kitchen and I know you're working hard there under Chef Emerald Lugazi. With a little bit more, don't forget, always add a little bit more garlic than you need. Okay, Mark, thank you very much. And with that, let's go over to Larry, VA3LBI.
Yep, good evening all. Just a quick check-in. Played a little radio when I had some time this afternoon. I was busy this morning, so actually, I don't know. I had no problem on 20. It was absolutely fantastic. It was either 5.9 or 5.0. You could either hear them or you couldn't, and I had quite a bit of success on 20 today.
Yeah, I know. One guy says, "Oh, I got nothing." The other one says, "Man, it was great. No problem for me." Yeah, not everybody's station has the identical setup or conditions. So yeah, that's the way it goes. Good for you, Larry.
Yep, other than that, nothing really to report. Have you heard anything from Miller or VA3 UK or no?
No, not today. Was I supposed to?
No, but he was supposed to do the net last night, and I just wondered because he hasn't checked in on YouTube either, so I just wonder how he's doing after his little episode he had, that's all. But I guess we'll find out. Hopefully everything's okay with him.
Yeah, well, I do know that he's unavailable for the 7 o'clock hour for this net on Tuesdays. And you're right. He was supposed to be on last night, and no word. I haven't heard him. So who knows? Maybe he went to go see his family doctor or went back to the hospital. Things might have developed.
He was on this afternoon.
Oh, was he, Chris? Okay, he's doing all right then?
Yeah, he threw his call sign out a couple times where he goes for a walk, walks the dog. He threw his call sign out a couple times. He's around.
Okay, no problem. Just want to make sure he was okay with them. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Okay, Chuck, I'll pass it back to you. See who else is behind me there. VE3, I'll be behind.
Okay, Larry, there we go. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. So that clears my list again. Let's see who else would like to check in to the Monday Night Accidental Net. This is VA3CJZ.
VE3DJZ. Bill checked in a couple hours ago in the afternoon sometime. He was mobile somewhere. I don't know where he was.
Okay, Huey, very good. We just got word of the same thing there from Chris. He said that he checked in the afternoon when he was walking the dogs. Thanks for that, Huey.
No problem. Okay, guys, I'll get back after walk our head in the basement now.
All right. Okay, Huey, well, thanks for that. And I just noticed that I missed Captain Burley Slice. Checked in with us, and he may not be there anymore, but Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Bravo Fox, thank you for checking in, sir. I will add you to the log. Have a great rest of the evening. And you too, Huey. And if you have anything else, jump back in there. Do you have anything else for now?
Thanks for doing the net there, Chuck. And, good to see our bad news. Looks back to the creature, looks like the dog. A little skinny there. But otherwise than that, it's supposed to be nice out tomorrow. Hopefully, so you take care, guys, and have a good night. Be warm. We'll see you cold.
Yes, that's right. The weather. I had planned on talking about that, and it's actually warmer outside right now than I thought. It says it's 7 degrees at the airport, and we're supposed to get some inclement weather for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, 5 to 10 millimeters of rain, and then Wednesday just drizzling, and Thursday turning to possible flakes, and Friday a centimeter of flakes. Saturday 1 to 3 centimeters of flakes. Is that a 4-letter word? Hang on now. Okay, it's a 5-letter word, but it has the meaning of a 4-letter word. All right, so with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday Night Lick Ontario Radio Club net.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
There he is, Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Larry feels much better now. Bill, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone online. Yeah, sorry I missed the net last night. I was in bed early. My back was bothering me, and I just completely forgot to let someone know that I wouldn't be available to do the net. So I apologize for that. So we are going to make an appointment to go see the doctor because I'm still experiencing some stiffness in my neck and back. So we're going to see him probably, I don't know, hopefully tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. I know it's almost like getting into a car accident. Sometimes you don't feel the full impact until a couple days later, right? So it's to be expected. But hopefully it turns out to be nothing more than just bruising and whatnot. And us old folks take a little longer to heal there. Bill, back to you.
Yeah, Roger to that. Yeah, I remember last fall having a bone density test and blasting. That was fine color, so I'm glad because that fall I took, I could have broke something. My hands are still hurting though a bit, believe it or not, but that's more from the cuts that I have all of my hands, but they're getting better anyway, so there you go. But anyway, I had been done AHF stuff on the weekend, so I haven't done AHF stuff since last Friday, so 2 parts short of 1,700, Chuck.
All right. You don't get an award for that one, though, right? You got to hit the 2,000.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, we'll get there. Hopefully, we'll start to feel a bit better and get back and do some hunting anyway. So there you go. But what was the one? I just when I checked in, you were talking just before I let you go. You talked about an accident on Highway 6 today. I just caught the tail end of that.
Yeah, why don't I bring in Mac there? He's got way more information. And so VA3 India Mike Whiskey, you there?
I am. Yes, so southbound, just beyond the York Street on-ramp, no less than 8 vehicles. And the worst of it was a car on its roof. So I didn't stop and gawk. I didn't get any pictures, but the road was at a dead stop. So this is right at the bottom of the hill before the highway branches out to the east and west on 403. What a mess. I really couldn't actually count accurately the number of vehicles that were involved. So it could have been 8, it could have been 12, but what a mess. Carnage and broken bits of vehicles all over the road. Anyways, as I was saying, driving up and down that highway every day, I count my lucky stars that I've been able to be unscathed, touch wood, and will hopefully keep up that record. Thanks, Bill. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for that. We'll check the news later to see what I can find out. But thanks a lot for that, Mac. And I know that's a lot of. I know there's a lot of let's say excessive speed on that road. I've been with a passenger on that highway, and but it just takes one car to make one foul swoop, and you get that chain reaction. But thanks for that, Mac, and thanks a lot for doing it, Chuck. And back to you, and we'll be listening.
Okay, Bill, very good. Hope you feel well soon, and keep us posted. All right, so I think that brings me to the bottom of my list. Anyone else out there wishing to check into the Monday Night Net, please come now.
VA3
Bill, I kept the net going just for you. My mouth is so dry right now, I'm going to have to drink the rest of my cup of coffee here. VE3 Echo Kilo Juliet.
Okay, Chuck. Oh, just finished up with my mom, and I've been reading the mail for the past 3 or 4 minutes. And I can empathize with what you go through, Mac. Most of my career was making sales calls all over southern Ontario. And there's all kinds of other people that regularly cruise the highways, and we learn pretty quick to look out for each other. It's these damn tourists you gotta watch out for, though. They're the dangerous ones. And they don't even realize that they survive by the sufferance of others. But, there's not too much choice. But I remember last summer going up to Milton Hamfest with my buddy, and I used to hate making sales calls in Mississauga because of the traffic. I would rather make a sales call in Stratford first thing in the morning, or Tillsonburg, than have to make one and fight the traffic to get into Mississauga. But that was 20 years ago, when I saw just how bad it was, and Milton was on a Saturday, and I think it took us about 3.5, 4 hours to get home. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I'm over. I'm no longer dealing with traffic to go to work. It's been a few years. I think the longest commute for a job that I had, the longest commute I ever had was from here to Brantford. I've never gone much further than that, and it's a nice little drive. But never had to commute as such, like an hour on the road or better, right? Thinking of poor old Albert up there in Barrie. Some people probably do go up to Barrie and back home every day. And so that's for the young crowd there, Bill.
Oh yes. It's our governments are they're always building roads for what we needed 30 years ago. I still remember all the consternation about the Red Hill Creek Expressway. And that was about 30 years of fighting before they finally got everything settled. They started putting shovels in the ground. And then all of a sudden, we got a change in government, the immortal Bob Ray government, and he was beholden to the anti-expressway people. And he promptly had his minister up and cancel it. And it hit the fan, and it just caused no end of trouble and fighting and threats. It's a defense secret as to how much the changes that he eventually made cost us, with canceled contracts and things. But to make a short story long, he had to put his own stamp on it, so it was supposed to be 3 lanes a side, and he cut it down to 2 lanes a side. And I still remember his transportation minister saying, well, nobody's ever going to need the darn thing anyway, so we could take a lane away on either side. And nowadays, as everybody well knows, going to work in the morning, that thing is plugged the whole way.
Yeah. I know my wife has mentioned she was like a teenager or something when she first heard them talk about the Red Hill. And so I'm not surprised. I got shivers as soon as you mentioned Bob Ray. Whenever I hear Bob Ray or Dalton McGuinty, I just cringe. But anyways, that's a topic for another time. Plugged. remember when they said, oh, that's only going to be used by truckers? Yeah, okay. Anyways, Bill, I'm glad Mom is good, and everything is good that way, and you were able to check in tonight. So anything else for us before I carry on there, Bill?
Nope, I haven't been working on any of my boat anchors. I've been tinkering here with IUK's boat anchor. I picked that up from them on Saturday. An old Hammerland HQ 129. Beautiful old beast. And it had its extension speaker, and it's even rarer to find that along for the ride after all these years. The thing is older than I am. But anyhow, the speaker, though, I had to advise Bill to get a cat because it looked like mice had eaten over a third of the code in the speaker. But fortunately, in all my junk in the basement, I had something suitable. So I was bolting that in today to get that up and running, that part of it. And then I'll crawl inside the actual receiver. Step one is to replace the filter caps in the power supply. That's the only real perishable part. The only thing that might blow up when you first throw power to it. So I changed those out, and then I feel safe about throwing the power switch. 9 times out of 10, that's all you really need to do. It's surprising, but alignment doesn't drift out much, even after all those years, because, silver mica capacitors don't really age and change their value. And coils are coils. They don't, lose turns or whatever. So I don't think there'll be too much involved, but it's going to be a beautiful bit of nostalgia.
My goodness, older than you, Bill. That's old. Okay, very good. Yeah, geez, maybe Bill can take a picture and post it on Facebook thereafter when he gets it back. I'd be curious to see it. All right, Bill, thank you very much once more. And you have a great rest of the evening. And for now, let's carry on and see who else is out there would like to check in to the Monday night Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This is VA3CJZ.
VA3IUK recheck.
Recheck, go ahead.
Yeah, you were saying about having to blame stuff on your wife there, Chuck. You need to get a dog, then you can just blame everything on the dog.
Yeah, I'm certainly planning in the new year to try hard and get another pup.
Yeah, they're a blessing, that's for sure. Anyway, just wanted to throw that in there, Chuck. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, plenty of dog and cat videos out there. Birds are funny too. All right. Okay, so let's do a last call so people can get a chance to go check in with Marty on the NCF repeaters for the Monday night net the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club is holding. And so with that, this looking for last call check-ins for tonight's net. This is VA3CJZ. Okay, nothing heard. So with that, tonight we had 11 check-ins. And I'd like to thank everybody who checked in on YouTube. Oh, I have to add Captain Burley Slice to my log here. And there we go, that makes 12. So I'll double check the YouTube stream here before I shut it down. But thank you everyone who checked in on YouTube and on the radio. Have a great rest of the evening, and if it's nice out tomorrow morning, you should go out tomorrow morning because it's looking like the next 5 days I probably won't see the sun. Anyhow, this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu saying so long for now. Be safe and be kind to one another. 7-3. I now return the repeater back to regular operation. That means no net. Good night.
All right. Normally, this would be the end of the live stream, but we'll stretch it a little bit. Let's pop over to the NCF repeater and say hello to Marty.
QE with a very good copy, 73 and TMX.
Kilowatt Golf 6, Charlie Bravo. This is Victor Echo 3, Quebec Echo. A good copy on everything, Raji. Thank you for the check-in. And yes, if you did come, there's lots to see in this area. Probably it's a better time in the summer than the winter, particularly if you're going to see Niagara Falls, because it gets awful icy there in the winter with the spray, and not too safe for walking around, although it is beautiful. But anyway, yeah, there's lots to see here. The CN Tower and Niagara Falls are two of the highlights. And of course, if you're in the Hamilton area, we have beautiful views from the edge of the Niagara Escarpment. You can see all down the lake. You can see Toronto and Mississauga, and there's quite a few buildings around the edge of the lake. It's a real tourist sightseeing observation point. Anyway, thank you for the check-in from Huntington Beach, California. We have had check-ins from all around, thanks to you girls, from India and from New Jersey and now from California. So it makes it an exciting time here in Hamilton, Raji. Back to you.
VA3 QEE, this is KGG is golf. Kilo Golf 6 Charlie Bravo. The check-in was very good, thank you. And I have, we will only coordinate with that, the visit with a friend, and then this, because of, their plan may be different, but still, already I spoke with Carol and meeting for a lunch or meeting somewhere, and without saying hello to everybody, I will be not at ease. So I will come and definitely I will make one meeting plan and say hello. And I am glad, I thought Carol was the only one. She expanded my area, because I never thought of Canada as a different country or any. They're always thinking, okay, because if you go to Detroit, Windsor, that's where the border, and you just flow like a normal. I'm sure if I'm coming out of Buffalo or somewhere, still I have to bring my passport, and I may have to. I don't think California ID, real ID is not alone. What is going on? Do you know whether real ID is sufficient to show and enter Canada? Those are like, I have to information. I have to explore and get ready for my, any visit. This is KG6CCB. Back to VA3QEE.
Well, I can't really tell from, with your passport what the situation is. I'm not sure exactly who to ask, except maybe somebody that's done it before. But Carol is a good source of information. So if you talk to her, I'm sure she could look up the information that you might need to do that. Anyway, it's different. You'll find it's very different in Canada. And people are friendly, and there's quite a bit to see around here. We're kind of proud of our area here. So anyway, thank you for the check-in this evening, and wonderful to hear from California. It was very pleasant
degrees in our area and sunny and nice. A few clouds in the sky, and we're looking ahead toward rain in the next couple of days, and then snow perhaps. So we certainly enjoyed the last bit of summer here today, and we're standing by for changes. Anyway, thanks for the check-in this evening. Nice to hear from you, Raji Rajeshari. This is Victor Echo 3 Quebec Echo Echo clearing with Kilowatt Golf 6 Charlie Charlie Bravo 73 Raji, and we're standing by here for further check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday check-in net. The time is 7:30 p.m. local.
Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India.
Any more? I'm copying them down.
November 2 Romeo Juliet with a comment.
Hey, stand by. We'll hear from November 2 Romeo Juliet. Go ahead, Rhea, please.
Yeah, Roger. This is more for KG6CCB. Going to Canada, you definitely need a passport. For air travel, you need a passport book. For land travel and sea travel, you need a passport card. We still issue passport cards in the U.S. And once you have your passport book, you can apply for Nexus cards, which I have, which my whole family has. We have Nexus cards. I'm sure a lot of Canadians do too, and that gets you expedited entry into Canada. But the passport book, you cannot enter with just a real ID. If you live in a bordering state, such as Washington or New York, you can get an enhanced ID, which can be used to go by land to Canada. But, I always tell people to bring their passports. It's better. And as a bonus, when you cross, because I go to Montreal sometimes, if you cross the border there, they'll ask you if you want to talk in English and French. I've talked to them in French a few times, but I think it's easier to talk in English. Most of my Canadian French is rusty now anyway. All right, that's it. Back to you, VA3QE. This is N2RJ.
Okay, thanks for that, Rhea, and I'm sure Raji was taking notes there. All right, Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Go ahead there, please, Mac.
Well, good evening, Marty. It's United Nations Day on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net. Certainly good to hear everybody making contacts through various modes. Anyways, not a whole lot to share tonight. I'm just feeling terribly fortunate. I passed a very, very drastic accident on Highway 6 on my way home tonight. Not less than 8 vehicles, and the worst condition was the one that was on its roof. So a lot of carnage. I'm sure there'll be details on the news tonight, but anybody who's traveling back and forth on the day-to-day, certainly count your blessings for getting through the commute unscathed. Anyways, just a quick reminder, December 21st is quickly approaching. That is the winter solstice, and we'll be looking forward to sharing some time with everybody who's going to come out and meet with us at our winter activation at the White Hern McWestern House. And we hope that's going to be a good location out of the wind and the weather, and be able to do a face-to-face with a lot of people that we simply usually hear on the radio, but we don't get a lot of opportunities to greet one-on-one. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Marty, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more in behind me, because we just finished up what we do on Monday nights, and we'll be making sure that we get a chance to check in with Rick tonight once he starts up on 7100. I'll turn it back to you, Rick, Marty. I certainly appreciate it.
Okay, Max, thanks for the information, and just a comment that there's lots of parking down there at McWeston House,
and I think at the time you guys are there, it's probably free. Just assuming. Anyway, let's stand by for Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India. Larry, go ahead.
I'm already a little buddy on that tonight. I'm not going to tie it up. I figure you got a few more. You only got about 5 minutes to go. So, nothing really to report. Very pleasant day. I guess we're getting some more temperatures tomorrow, but some rain with them, Marty. I'll pass it back to you. VE3QE, VE3LPI.
For the check-in, Larry, we're up to 21 as of your entry there. And we'll stand by for further check-ins. Please call now.
Victor Echo 3, X-Ray, Lima, Quebec.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot.
Okay, I've got XLQ, CJZ, and COF. Was there another one? Over. All right, then let's go with Peter, VE3XLQ. Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, good evening, Marty, and everyone else on net. I'm just going to give you a quick in and out so you can catch the other two stragglers. We'll see everyone at coffee.
All right, thank you, Peter. VA3, CJZ, Chuck. Yes, good evening, Marty, and all on net, VA3, CJZ. And as Mac mentioned, we just finished up the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, and Arpad is back in town. He has some business to attend to, so he'll be here for a couple days. And another gentleman was kind enough to key up the radio and put him on the air for a minute, and so we said hi to him. And he's been traveling in his Winnebago, and for a while there, he was hanging out at the SpaceX launch site in Florida, and or no, Texas. Sorry, in Texas. Anyhow, head up, Marty. Just want to let you know I got a new entity on 20 meters, the little island of Grenada. So I don't see them very often. I was quite happy to have them. Back to you, Mark. Thanks again. Okay, Chuck, good going, and thanks for the report, and thanks for the bean in the pot. All right, we're clear with VA3CJZ and listening for VE3COF. Damien.
Yeah, thanks, Marty. VA3COF here. Thanks for the warming the airways, as always. I'm just on my way up to coffee. Be there in about 5 or 10 minutes, so I won't hold you up any further. Over.
Hey, Damien, thanks for the bean in the pot. We're adding up the numbers here. Anyway, 73 for now. We'll see you in a few minutes, and we'll take a standby for any further check-ins. Please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Papa, November.
Number 25. Go ahead, Spencer.
Good evening, Marty, and everyone on net. Just a quick check-in and out. I know I'm right at the end here, so I won't keep you. I was just waiting patiently for some open air space.
I'm glad you found some. We're up to 25 now, my friend. Anyway, thanks for the check-in. We'll be clear with you, VA3SPN, and listening for any last-minute calls. Please call now.
Net control, please copy Victor Kilo 6, Bravo, Quebec, Quebec. Reggie here in Jandakot, West Australia.
My goodness, VK6, Bravo, Quebec, Quebec. Oh boy, have we ever had a net tonight? It's like one of yours there, Reg. Good to hear you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Over.
Well, certainly great to hear you folks in here too, yes. I just been sort of hanging in here to make sure we could make contact, and I've heard quite a number of stations in there. Rick's been in here, Dave's been in here, Marty, my goodness, just like hometown get-together, that's for sure.
Well, this is kind of a record for us, Reg. By the way,
time is it on Tuesday morning there? Over.
VA3M.
Well, there we are. It's right at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on the 11th, 25th, 2025. Right on the top of the hour, 9 o'clock a.m. Western Australia time.
Very good. Well, thank you for the check-in. And we're just about ready to wrap it up here, Reg. I know you have a net on Friday. Do you want to just give the details over the air here? Over.
Good evening. The time is 8 o'clock p.m.
Well, sir, I can give you a little bit of information. Our net's carried on for over 23 years, and sorry about that. My better half got interrupted. Yes, actually, what's happened with our nets, it was called the Friday Night Tech Net and the Flying Pig Net. And of course, I'm retired now, so we have a couple of new folks in doing their thing. So it's been quite a bit of a get together here for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, all good. But our net, as I say, we did it for over 1,200 weeks consecutive around the world, and it's been an absolute get together. Great to have everybody aboard here on the NCF setup of VK6BQQ Australia.
Okay, Reg. Well, thank you very much for that. And yes, checked in a number of times, not a lot of times, but always a pleasure, Reg. And gosh, it's been a long time since we've had a face-to-face, but it's really good to hear your voice, and I'd recognize that voice anywhere, Reg. Thank you for the check-in, and thanks for making the night here. This has been quite an evening. 73 for now, Reg. This is VE3QEE. Back to you for a final.
V3QEE, Marty. Well, it's always a pleasure, sir, and keep up the good work. As I say, I've officially retired, but we try and keep the fingers in the pie and make do what we can, that's for sure. Marty, absolutely fantastic, sir, and great to have you aboard. VK6BQQ Australia. Good morning.
Red 73. This is VE3QEE, Marty and Ancaster, and wrap it up at this point. We're past the hour of 8. Rickstead has already begun on 40 meters, 7,100 if you're able. And for the rest of you, if you're close to Rickman's Corners there, we meet at Highway at Upper James and Rymel Road, Upper James and Rymel Road at the McDonald's for coffee for an hour or so. And other than that, have a good week, and we'll return the frequency to normal amateur use. VE3QEE closing the net and wishing all well. 73.
And that brings our live stream to a close as well. 7-3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.